Okay, everyone is over T-Series. No more T-Series videos. I got it. What if T-Series? No! Damn it, Ryan. Not T-Series. These new subscribers, they really want me to do something good. Mensutra? Like Kama Sutra? Now let's run a poll and see how everyone feels. I'm sure I'll get some straight, wow, that's divided. What are the comments saying? Oh, apparently he's an idiot. Wait, no, he's good. But Mensutra is ruining your life. Wait, is he? I don't know. I'm getting a lot of mixed messages, okay? Either he's a saint or he's this evil propaganda artist that people follow blindly. So like, which is it? Let's get to the truth. Hi, I'm Ryan and I'm desperate for Indian viewers. Now, if you're white like me and didn't know, Mensutra is an Indian YouTuber who's kind of like that one uncle who's always giving you great motivational life advice, but at the same time comes off like a bit of an a-hole. See, Shwetabh Gangway, butchered that name, is a motivational speaker and has two sometimes controversial channels, Mensutra and his Hindi-focused channel, Men Ki Baat, or home of the official first Indian men's community, which kinda sounds like a cult, but is supposed to be focused around taking control of your life, male empowerment, and issues within Indian culture. Some things he has some very strong opinions about, like Bollywood. Boy, does he hate Bollywood.
Bollywood is garbage.
Now, he's made several videos about how Bollywood and specific movies serve as bad role models, have over-sexualized tropes, and lean on various stereotypes. Though, for someone that hates Bollywood so much, you watch an awful lot of it. I mean, you could just not watch Bollywood. This is just one example. He's very critical, to say the least. Which is okay. It's alright to take opposing views. It can start discussion. Criticism can be helpful. But is his criticism actually manipulation? Let's look at, some more of his popular content. This video looks promising. Stop being a loser.
Are you mediocre?
Yes.
True. Today in part 1, we will talk about the problem and the solution to the arch enemy of dreams, excuses. Let me tell you the first truth. Nobody gives a crap.
Wait, are you saying that nobody cares when I complain on Twitter?
Nobody gives a shit.
Interesting.
Have some self-respect. If you want to buy a car or start a business, get a job, start saving, take some hits in your life, and maybe, just maybe, you need to bring this
So in order to achieve your goals, you have to work hard. That's crazy. Ignorance. If you haven't noticed already, Mensutra comes off very intense in a lot of his videos. He swears a lot. I don't think that's really necessary. Maybe it's used for just shock value, and I can see how that may be off-putting to some of the viewers. So that being said, he does make some pretty decent points. A lot of the time, we do hold ourselves back with excuses. Instead of making it our fault, we make it somebody else's fault. And we sometimes try to get others to affirm these excuses, when really,
nobody gives a crap.
Now, I never make excuses. Okay, one time. Liar. Fine, I make them all the time. Ignorance. I mean, so far, Mensutra kind of sounds like he knows what he's talking about. But wait, no. You said that he was an idiot and a propaganda artist. Let's go to his other channel and see what's up. Oh, here's a video. Do you have lustful thoughts? Luckily, I am pure of mind. Okay, that's getting really annoying. Now, I don't speak Hindi. Yet. I'm trying, believe me, I bought Rosetta Stone. So I had a friend, Deb's Life, help translate this video for me. The video mainly talks about young people's issue not being able to focus on what they're supposed to be doing, like studying or working, rather spending valuable time watching porn or masturbating. Mensutra referring to it as a systematic problem. I didn't realize that Mensutra was also a medical professional. He says that when you're overworked, exhausted, or even bored, your mind can begin lusting and you lean on tickling your pickle for some sweet release. Sometimes so much that you can become a mental slave. Wait, is masturbating evil? Grant, stop, you heathen! You want your mind to become a slave?
Actually, Ryan, according to WebMD, masturbation is good for your health and your sex life.
That's great and all, but I'd really appreciate if, stop doing that while I was talking to you. No, masturbating is not evil. Lust is just a natural biological byproduct of being human. Who would have guessed? And for Mensutra to treat the whole act as if he is a doctor diagnosing some sort of mental illness like depression is a little bit excessive. Now, if your entire day consists of just wanking off and watching dolls touch each other's wee-wees and hoo-hoos, that may be an issue. And if it's not culturally accepted, that is a different story. However, medically speaking, anything done in excess can technically be classified as an addiction. So Mensutra's solution to work or focus on exercise, that in and of itself, if done in excess, could also be not healthy. And with videos targeted at youth, especially as a teen when your body is going through some extremely crazy hormonal changes and your mind is very vulnerable to ideas, that can often send the wrong message and lay off the wrong impression. But these videos hadn't answered my questions. Is Mensutra manipulating his audience? Why is he so loved yet so hated? So I asked my friend Chris from the Rewired Soul to dig into the minds of Mensutra and the audience.
What's up, everybody? My name's Chris. I'm from the channel The Rewired Soul. My channel is all about mental health, and what I usually do is pull different topics from the YouTube community, try to help people improve their mental health. So we're talking about the wonderful Mensutra. Ryan wanted me to chime in on my thoughts about why Mensutra is so dividing. And these are just my opinions. I don't have any scientific evidence for this. In my opinion, based on what I know about Mensutra, just from seeing what happens in American culture, is I would assume audiences are split on Mensutra because of his delivery. And I don't know nearly enough about this guy to make like a concrete decision on him. It seems like his message is getting lost from the mess. And here's what I mean by that. There's a lot of people who have a certain intent, but they come off kind of like a jerk. And I don't know enough about Mensutra to know if he is just a jerk. One of the things that I notice about the way that he talks is that he talks like every word that's coming out of his mouth is a fact and not an opinion. And that can be a little off-putting for people, right? Like, it's good to have confidence. It's good to believe in what you're saying, right? But sometimes you come off a little bit like a jerk. So when you're talking to people like that, people have a natural kind of instinct to get defensive. And what I'm curious about is, cultural based, like the way that people talk to one another, right? Because I know in different parts of the world, we talk differently and some things are considered rude, some things aren't. I know, me personally, as a white American man, when I'm sitting there watching it, I'm like, dang, Mensutra, calm down a little bit. Seems like you're yelling at me and judging me quite a bit on this. So that would be my opinion of what's going on. I choose to be a little bit more empathetic and optimistic. So it sounds like Mensutra is trying to help people. He's trying to encourage people, but watching his video about laziness and seeing the way he talked to people, calling them lazy, he talks very straightforward, and that can be very off-putting. There's something that I try to do on my channel, which is called tough love, where I get a little harsh with people to try to encourage them, but I'm always coming from a place of compassion and empathy and trying to encourage people and empower people. There's a very fine line that you gotta balance between those two. So that's what I'm thinking, that some people might be a little torn on whether or not they like Mensutra or not. That's my opinion. I'd love to know what you all think. And if you wanna check out my channel, come on over and subscribe, baby.
Though all of this being said, after watching many of his videos and reading your comments, is Mensutra ruining your life? Is he manipulating young people? I don't think so. And I'm gonna tell you why. Mensutra can be harsh, like very harsh, but he produces content based solely on his opinions and experience. He's not trying to pander to a certain crowd, and he seems like he's just giving his honest thoughts no matter how straightforward they are. And that's something that I can respect, though that does not mean he is always right. You must always take someone else's opinion with a grain of salt, sometimes a huge grain of salt. So much salt that you might get heart disease. Because the truth is something that we must all discover for ourselves. Now, I'm not from India, so I can't really make a comment on whether or not what he said about things is right or wrong culturally. So that's something I would like to hear from you about in the comments down below. But he brings up a universal issue within society. By not questioning backward aspects within our world, we can often get stuck in the same repetitive cycles of non-improvement. A lot of people have dreams, but there seems to be this allergy going around to hard work. And we need to understand that in order to achieve anything in life that's worth having, it requires a lot of hard work and sometimes receiving constructive criticism. But no motivational video, whether it's from Mensutra or anybody else, is going to make change happen for you. That's something you have to do on your own. I'd love to hear more of your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you have a topic or a person you'd like me to talk about next, make sure to leave that down there too. If you're new here, feel free to join the discussion. Remember, I'm Ryan, and I'll see you in the next video.